Hi everyone, it is Marie here from Stains. Oh, look at that hair everywhere. I'm going to try this again. The video dropped out on me. How dare it? I thought I would come and catch up and see how things were at your place. I understand if you're down south it's getting a little bit chilly with a bit of a southerly change blasting through, whereas here in Hawke's Bay, and I think for most of the North Island, the sun is shining and spring is definitely in full swing. And if you've been having a look at what I've been posting today, you can see that I am feeling very spring-like. I'm feeling the yellow, so I have certainly been posting up some fantastic yellow yarns for you to salivate over and enjoy. But I thought I would, before I get onto that, I thought I would catch up with you with what I've been up to over the long weekend. Thank you for everyone for being so patient with us here at Skeins, because if you didn't catch the news last week, we have a 4-day long weekend in Hawke's Bay over Labour weekend because our anniversary day is on Friday. Great planning, I know, right? So I managed to head away up to Gisborne to see the whānau, which was wonderful. Had a good time up there catching up with brothers and nieces and parents and all sorts of things, so that was absolutely wonderful. And on that note, happy birthday to my niece Nina, who is 13 today, so happy birthday, darling. And it was great. It was great to get away and get out and do a bit of knitting. So I thought I would show you that I haven't been slacking off. I have made some progress on my knitting. I'm still trudging away on my cables. I'm not really trudging. I mean, I'm actually really enjoying it. Where am I? Spin this around. There we go. So that's it there. Look at that. Isn't that looking suitably cricketish? Really enjoying it. And I tell you what, this pole, I'm knitting with the Polworth. 6 degrees in Ranfurly, Jenny is telling me. Ooh, let's get the fire on, Jenny. Crikey. That is, oh, crikey, hopefully it doesn't come too cold up here for the weekend. Wow, 6, yucky, at this time of year. Mind you, in saying that though, it was only last year, 2 years ago, that we had massive snow around this time of year in Hawke's Bay, and Napier Taupo was out, and and then about 5 years ago, Labour weekend, the road was closed with snow, so you know, it happens. Anywho, really pleased with how that's going, and it's the Polworth, using just the Polworth and Ecru. Oh, and it's funny, you know, when you don't knit with yarns for a while, and I haven't knitted with Polworth for a while, and I just forgot how much I love it. Oh, it's just so good. And the ecru is undyed, so it has literally been spun and then steamed, so it still has that beautiful lanolin sheepy smell to it, which is just very nostalgic for me. I absolutely love it, and it's, yeah, I'm really enjoying that, actually really enjoying knitting it. So that is chugging along quite well, and I see that things have been chugging along very well on the Speakeasy, and loads of colourful projects for spring, which is what we want. You know, we're shaking off the shackles of winter and we're wanting to enjoy a bit of spice and colour and things going on. Absolutely thrilled to see that, and I have been drawing some winners, and I've drawn 3 winners from random, and you'll all be getting a prize pack, and that's Diana Scrimshaw, Helen McLaughlin and Beverly Laundry. So all 3 of you have been drawn with our Crazy for Colour draw, and you'll be getting a pack with some pattern and some yarn, you know, to keep you knitting and keep you inspired with some colour over the next little bit. So that, congratulations to you guys. What else? So yes, so that's what's on my needles. I have got still a couple of UFOs lurking around, and I do need to get them finished because one of them is a baby UFO, and the baby was born a day before yesterday, so I need to get on to that. But dare I say it, whilst I was at home, I caught up with a school friend that I haven't seen for years and years, and I knew she knitted, and she knew that I knitted, but she wasn't aware that I had skeins. And anyhow, her thing that she loves to knit, she knits toys, and I went and saw her and bought from her these 3 penguins. Actually, I haven't got them up here, they're in the shop already. 3 absolutely gorgeous knitted penguins who are all corallers for like Christmas Carol carolers, because dare I say it, it is getting to that time of year again. I'm going to say the C word, Christmas is coming, so thinking about sort of decorations, but we have been thinking about Christmas here, because you know, what do you get somebody knitterly for Christmas? And we do have gift vouchers, so if you do go onto the website and just in the search box type voucher, those will come up, so we can do gift vouchers. A lot of people don't realise that, but we can. The other thing that we've done this Christmas, and we're working on a variety of different things that we're hoping, accessories and bits and pieces that we are hoping to get loaded up in time for Christmas, so do watch out. But the one thing Claire has already done, and we're doing these as a trial, so if you guys love them, we'll get more in and we'll make more up, but we've just loaded up sort of the first, I think, 10 or 12 of these, our own, and this is going to get this comes out mirrored, actually, I've now realised on the video, but these are obviously all right way around. Sockmatician sampler box. So if you've got somebody who you're wanting to do a fabulous gift for, the Sockmatician sampler box is one of all those Sockmatician colours in this really lovely box, and I'll just pull it out and show you. And it's just a really smart, look at that, plain black gift box, so you can pop a wee ribbon on it. This is a fantastic gift if you've got another knitting friend or family member or someone that you want to send something to. And the best thing too is this is $79.60, which is essentially the cost of the 8 balls of yarn, and you're getting the box for free. Isn't that nice of us? Now, I will say it does come like this, so you can't interchange out the colours. So it comes as a complete set, one of every colour with the box, so you can't switch the colours around. It comes as is. But if you are looking for something, this is great. Being in the box, it means you just need to wrap it up simply if you need to post it or send it overseas, because let's face it, those postage cut-offs will be happening soon. But yeah, we're really thrilled with this, and if this takes off, we'll start doing more of those sorts of sampler packs, maybe with some of our other yarns as well. So if you think that that's something you might like, definitely let us know. So that is live on the Sockmatician, Moody Hughes Sockmatician page right now, so really excited about that. The other new things that have just come in is, and I've been hanging out for this because I saw this in Balling the other day, and I sent a photo to Deb because I was so excited. We've been doing some new colours for Outlaw. So what we've got is 3 colours that have been in other parts of the range that have sort of spread over. The first one, I'll start with this one since it's a standalone, is the Parchment, and that's in Outlaw Bohemia Worsted. Now the Parchment is in Vanitas, and it's one of the biggest selling colours across there, and so we've actually popped that Parchment colour, Debs has had that colour popped over her Bohemia Worsted base, which just gives you a really fantastic grey neutral oatmeal, which is like one of those will contrast and go with everything colours. That is now loaded and live. And 2 of the colours that have been really, again, popular in Vanitas, hugely popular in Vanitas, and she's also had them in Bohemia Worsted, and she's now put them in Bohemia Sport because she's had people asking for them, is these 2 here, which is the Bone, which is the pink one there, slightly dusky pink one there, and the Tourmaline, which is this bluish one here, which actually looks so much better on that screen. These are brilliant because they're a very soft pink, very soft turquoisey blue. Wonderful if you want to soft knit for yourself, but also if you're baby knitting and you don't want it to be overtly pink or overtly blue. So I mean, you could put that on a boy, for example, and comfortably that on a girl, but they're still stunningly beautiful colours. Those are now both available. So that is in Bohemia Sport, Outlaw Bohemia Sport, and the brand spanking new colour, which I have been itching to show you, is this guy here called Kelmscott. Look at that. Ooh. If you're on Debs's Outlaw page on Facebook, you may have seen this colour. I took a photo of it at Balling, and it's just the most wonderful, rich, verdant green, which is really on point right now. And it's great because it goes so well with a variety of other colours. It's a really brilliant sort of pop colour. I mean, I'll just put that next to the Parchment because I know that's in this but it's one of those colours that will help things pop, and yeah, it's a great colour. And again, this is live right now on the web under Bohemia. So do make sure you check those out. And whilst I'm on the topic of Outlaw, it has been great to see so many of you post up your Outlaw, especially your floozies. There's been loads of floozies in Outlaw and other projects that you've been posting with us. Make sure you check their eligibility, because they could be eligible for Outlaw October, which does finish next week. So you do have, I think, about a week left. I think it finishes on the 31st. What day is that? Next Tuesday? Wednesday, Tuesday? Because Debs is giving away these incredible prizes, these big shopping sprees in all the different sections. So pop over to her Facebook and have a look at the information there, and the entries are up on Ravelry in the Outlaw group. And if you are one of the lucky ones that happen to win, do remember you get to nominate which store you get to spend your voucher on, and it doesn't have to be on Outlaw Yarn. Debs has been, I think, exceptionally generous on this, so it means you can spend it on whatever you want. Well, remember, you always get really good value if you spend it on skeins, so you know, think of us if you happen to win. We'd really appreciate that. So that is again over on Ravelry or Debs's Facebook page. Right, I'll cross that off my list. While I have been doing little bits and pieces, I have been scouting around on Ravelry to see, because this time of year there are so many new things coming out on Ravelry, like it really is absolutely brilliant, and it's because of the Northern Hemisphere autumn, obviously, so there's loads of pattern releases right now. And one of the ones, because I was feeling in a particularly yellow mood today, I have found one pattern which just leapt out at me. It was about number 6, or yeah, I think it was about number 6 on the hot right now. Where is the image? There is the image. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely gorgeous. Now that is called the Hello Tourist by Wonderlanding. But I pulled it out because look, oh, hold on, let's put it around so you can see the labels. And I've got one of my hairs hanging out of them. Look at that. Okay, there we go. Look at that. Look. So that is, oopsie, Pearl. And I've grabbed Orb Polar. If you happen to have gardenia at home, that would work really well in this. I pulled up the Orb Polar purely, oh, there it goes, every single time. I need to take it off the hook, I tell you. Every time a coconut, and I keep forgetting to take that thing off the hook. Anyway, Polar, and this is an orb because the gardenia, if you happen to have the gardenia at home, it would look fantastic, but we're only down to, I think, the last packet of gardenia, whereas these are spun to exactly the same count, and now I will put that in the comments so you can download it, but I just thought that was absolutely brilliant. It's got tassels down one side, and I've done the knit maths on this, and it is 7 balls for the yellow and 3 balls for the contrast or the white, if you were to do it in Orb or Pearl. If you were to do it without the tassels, you could, it will be, I would still do 7 and 3, only because it is right on the cusp of the meterage between 6 and 7 balls, and depending on your gauge, and it is a garter stitch shawl, I would definitely go 7 and 3 just to make sure you've got enough, because you can always, you know, skimp a wee bit on your tassels, you see, if you're getting a bit short. But I just think that is really quite pretty, and if you're looking for, you know, some nice simple summer knitting, that certainly fits the bill. So I will make sure that I pop that in the pattern links for you as well. So there you go. Last but not least, Lucky Dips. Loads of you have been posting up your Lucky Dips, which has been great to see what you've been getting. And yes, we've had people asking about what they can do with their lucky dips and things like that, which has been fantastic too. So if you're not sure what to knit with the yarn that you receive, just drop us a line, whether it be on Facebook or at info@skeins.com, and we're more than happy to give you some suggestions for that. So that's just fine. The standard lucky dip had sold out, but because again I'm feeling very spring-like and generous today, I've just loaded up 200 more balls into the standard, and I can guarantee that what will be going into that is machine washable DK. So that's what will be going out. I won't tell you what the machine washable DK is, what colours they are, but I can tell you it is a machine washable DK. So there are 200 more balls of that standard lucky dip that have been loaded up, and then that's us done and dusted once those 200 have gone. And then on the premium there's about a similar, roughly a similar amount, give or take, left in premium if you want to pick up some of those. And as you've probably seen by some of the yarns that have been posted, there's been some Polworth, there's been Merino Soft, there's been some really, really smart yarns out in that premium lucky dip. So do make sure you get those posted up. Then next week, when I catch up with you next week, we will also have our new theme. So we'll round up Crazy for Colour. So get those Crazy for Colour projects up and posted. We'll do another round of giveaways to round things up. And we do have a new theme for November. A nice broad theme for November, so then it hopefully will gather in and bring in a lot of the knitting that you'll be doing in November. So hopefully that will be something quite fun. I'm actually quite looking forward to that actually. I think it'll be really cool. So that will be happening next week. I will have one more new yarn coming between now and Christmas. I know, excited. Well, actually tell a lie, two. One of them is a limited edition one-off, and the other is a range that we did eons ago, which we've actually brought back in an Aran weight yarn, which will be loads of fun. So that's coming back before Christmas as well. So in the meantime, if you're down south, stay warm. As we said earlier, 6 degrees in Ranfurly right now. If you're up north, enjoy, keep knitting, and I will talk to you again next week. So until then, have a great time, have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you soon.